You gonna have to. Let's get you over somewhere because I want to be able to see you prepare. It's behind the scenes for sure. There we go.
There we go.
Does it look like it's clean? It looks clear.
Yeah. Mine is looking bad. You have your face.
Oh my God, my eyes.
They red.
Red.
Have some eye drops.
Jesus, face. It'll be like,
It don't look
brother
right.
man up there. We got time. We got 5 minutes. I did not have my salad. Jesus.
Oh shoot. I want to make sure that you don't try to do. You got yours on public, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Well, it don't. Once it, yeah. It was a lot to do this kind of life.
Yeah.
That's just a lot to do this kind of life.
I know, isn't it? Like, I gotta get back on my show because I haven't been like really doing it.
I can, if I can go to Google Docs, I can pull it up. I told.
I sent it to you
I told.
through email.
Have you spoken to her?
No, I haven't. I sent it. Did I send it to her? I have not spoken. Oh, I texted her because she's supposed to send me. What the heck? She's supposed to send me the information. Dang, I don't know if I dropped this thing so many times. Do your intro. Come on.
There we go.
What is that?
Well, please on my phone out there.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry.
Second this stuff.
You ain't got to follow the script. That was just.
Okay. Just that. Well, I haven't even read it, so I don't even know what's on it.
I was calling myself trying to be
Professional?
professional.
Look at you. You're a pro, Willie.
I was literally typing two scripts at one time.
What?
I was like, okay, between Americana, and then by the time I think, well, we lied. I can't say what I was about to say. Hey, we got a person up there.
Eh. Let me see. Why is it saying this is locked? My orientation. Oh, there we go. It's hard to get some good help.
I still like it's too bad.
Why I keep saying it? Come on, thing.
Sorry.
It may move or something, but it picks up excellent.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know. I know
Yeah.
before it used to have to be like.
Nah, you got it. Yeah. You may want to slide down just a little bit, or I can move the camera.
That's
I want to make sure yeah, okay, that's good. I think
Well,
we
I
got like
can
2
get-
minutes.
Okay, got 2 minutes. Okay. Why is mine acting silly? Where is it locked at? Where is this orientation locked at?
You gotta
I done unlocked it here, but it keeps saying
It's
it's
right here.
locked.
you gotta go back.
Oh, I have to go back. Aye.
You have to do it from. You gotta do it from the beginning. So when you go live, you gotta change it first.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's how we ended up last week.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you. You start. I'll come walking in.
I think I need to wipe that off a little bit.
There we go. All right. I got you in the camera. Oh, I want to block yours. Oh, wait. Look at my camera. Is it blocking yours? You don't want to see my camera in there. See, my camera is in your camera. Yeah. You gonna see my camera in yours. See too much of you, I don't see nothing
Yeah.
Too much of Willie. Where am I at in this?
Ready? Oh, she said we're ready.
Right. This your camera, my camera. Let me get you some more camera over here. You do the call in on the StreamYard? I need to do this. I want that.
Welcome back to another episode of Uncensored. You already know who it is. It's Willie Montague. Where truth doesn't trend, it transforms. We don't whisper, we don't water down. This afternoon, we're turning up the heat on the issues shaping your future and your freedom. And joining me is my friend and powerhouse once again, Raquel Herring.
Hello. Thank you for bringing me back or welcoming me back. I appreciate it.
Got the clap. Thank you.
Oh, I got the clap.
So this episode is going to be entitled, for those that want to take some notes, Unfiltered America, Control, Councils, and Culture Wars.
Uh-oh.
So we're going to dive into it. This is something that we talk about often on our shows, which is AI. AI and the death of original thought. When I started thinking about this, I started thinking of how AI is taking over, basically.
Yeah.
We used to create, now we copy. AI writes our posts, edits our photos, finish our sentences, and slowly steals our voice. When machines master mimicry, what happens to authenticity? We're going to have a discussion today, and those that can call in, I got to get the number. Y'all bear with me. This is why it's uncensored. But Raquel, let's talk about AI. What we talked about a little bit last night,
right.
But now people are just like, where the authentic things going on.
Well, I think we can be authentic if we allow it. Like, say for instance, I'm deciding for it to use my voice or use my thoughts for my things, then I feel like that's my authenticity because I'm lending it to it so it can use it for me. But as we talked about last night, mostly it's that, people are having issues. Gavin Newsom in California, he made the law that you cannot use people's voices or their likeness without their consent. It'll be illegal. I remember SAG-AFTRA had this situation as well where there was a whole strike. The actors had taken a strike, especially like voiceover actors, because their voices were being used without their consent, and of course without their consent that means without getting paid, right? And it's like, how are you just taking people's voices, like the greed? I mean, at this point I think you just cannot underestimate greed, because it's like you're taking people's voices, even like someone who's a known actor, you're taking their voice and you're using it as if it's okay because AI is creating it or making the script and repeating it and autoing it, if that's a word. And they're making money off of it, the production companies, the director, the producers, and then the actors are left out in the cold. How do you think that's okay?
Right. And that's interesting because this is something that I have here. Are we raising thinkers or typists for the algorithms?
Oh, probably typists.
Yeah. Because it feels like we don't no longer have people who are just thinkers, because literally you plug in everything into a system and a machine, and it computes and then gives it back to us. So when even sermons, and we went through this some time ago.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Are you gonna say AI pastors? Ridiculous.
So when even sermons sound AI generated, has faith become formulated?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think it was you. You was talking about
Priscilla Schreier.
Yeah, and these are major figures within the religious sector of
Right.
our communities who are now being AI generated voices, and so now AI can use them to say whatever, and people are like, oh my God,
Right.
how dare they say, and it's not even them. So we're in
Yeah.
a bad shape.
I mean, she had to come on. She made a video post on YouTube telling people, look, it's not me. You know, be careful about the things you listen to because you thinking, like you say, you're getting it from that authentic person. You're getting, what's that revelation that's coming through them from God. And it's not that at all.
No. And this is the problem that I see with AI, and we know it's not going anywhere, but it's just that people don't search for the truth either.
Right.
It's like
Right.
if AI, and now when I look at ChatGPT, if you look at the bottom, it tells you to verify that information because it may not be 100% accurate. I know
Right.
one time I put in something and asked a question, and it was talking as if Biden was still the president. I had to tell it who was the president,
Oh my
and it said,
gosh.
"Oh, right, you are correct."
Yeah. Oh
I'm
my
like,
gosh, I don't like that.
imagine someone been in a coma, waking up and finding out with ChatGPT and asking it, and then finding out, it'd be like George Washington is still the president.
Right.
No, we hope it don't do that. But nonetheless, we're going to get ready to talk about topic 2 is the influencer delusion, followers over fathers, and start talking about how influencers are leading the way, but so many people don't have mentors and fathers. Instead, they'll follow influencers. So everybody's leading, but nobody's qualified. We've got influencers preaching psychology with zero fruit in their own life. Like likes are louder than legacy. So are we mentoring the next generation or monetizing them?
Oh, monetizing.
Yeah.
Monetizing all day. Even the word said like itchy ears.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes I think most of the time people are looking for what is going to what's true to them, but from somebody else saying. And any conviction, none of us like it.
Right,
we don't
right.
like to be convicted, but we're okay with the itchy ears as long as it's, saying what we want to say. I think it is about monetization because too many times, people are saying the most horrendous things, but as long as it's monetized, it's okay. Back to the actors thing again. As long as this influencer has millions of followers, it's okay to put them in a role. They don't have any skills, never studied, don't care about acting, don't care about any of that. But they're okay with people who studied, who spent their lives doing this. As long as this influencer has all these millions of followers, it turns into dollars. Yeah. And that's all they're concerned about.
It is. I'm sorry, you guys. If you're out there listening and you would like to call in and you have any questions,
so dignified now.
Comments or concerns, you can dial 407-894-1680. That's 407-894-1680. Soon I'll be selling mattresses. So make sure to call in if you want to and share your conversation piece with us. The next question. And I work with young men, but this can apply to women too. Okay. Why do young men or young people trust influencers over pastors, over fathers?
Well, I would think this is, and I talk about this because they don't feel they're getting the truth. Or they're not getting the fullness of the truth. I have to say why I stopped sometimes listening to pastors, because I want to learn more about the word. You've told me about Jesus. I've accepted Jesus. I'm good with Jesus. I want to learn about him too, but also about the time he lived in. How does it apply to now? The different scriptures, how I understand you told me how it applied then. Even the Old Testament, like a lot of times we don't even talk about the Old Testament. It's so much richness. I mean, I always tell people, like, if you want all the drama, you want to be happy, you want to be sad, you going through being mad, you want to take this journey of emotions. The Old Testament is a journey of emotions. It's like a TV show. It's that book that's like, what, girl? He said what? She said what? It's so interesting to me. I totally enjoy it. Like when I read it thoroughly, like I so enjoyed it. But I think a lot of times, you have the world teaching you. You come into a fallen world. Who else is going to teach you? But, your fallen angel, right? He's going to teach you fallen stuff. And I think it's until we get something in us that says, wake up. You may be in the world, but you don't have to be of the world. Let's learn about who you're really from. Who is your father? Because, you know, there's people got a couple, and there's one main one out there running rampant, you know, but...
Lord.
But I'm not talking about him. I'm just talking about, you know, his daddy. You know, he running rampant through everybody he can pull up, you know, pull out. And so this is the thing. I think it's that people have a desire for the truth, but because you've been hearing so many lies, you don't even know what the truth is. And if we could just get to that, and then the history, how does that word apply today? And I think a lot of times we're not being taught that. Like, we're not being taught. We may be fed with Jesus and, you know, the ideal, but we're not being like really fed. And I think people feel that, but they don't really know that that's what it is.
You know, oftentimes, and we got Jamar with us in the studio.
Jamar!
But oftentimes, for those that don't know, that's out there listening for the first time, but I run a group home for teen boys ages 7 to 17, and often when I speak to them, it's so important that, you know, I used to have a group of boys that will come and just fantasize off of the fabrications of the things in society, and not have a blueprint for success for them lives, like, you know, building ways of finances for themselves, you know, whether it's working, whether it's saving, whether it's investing. Instead, it's like, you know, everyone wants to be a rapper, you know, everybody wants to go out and it's like
be an influencer,
right? And it's like, you know, everybody's not good with a camera, so everyone may not, you know, everybody may not be the next influencer. You're not going to be the next what the boy name is, Kai Sinat, so y'all know what I'm talking about. But you may not be the next biggest streamer,
right?
You know,
Twitter. Wait, what's that
Twitch.
thing called? Twitch, yes.
Y'all don't kill those young people that may be listening and saying, well, I'm turning off the state meeting.
Right. They don't know what they're talking about.
We get ready to take just a quick commercial break, and then we get back. We're going to talk about some other hot topics. DEI, the new discrimination, is going to be the next topic that we're talking about, and see where we go. We try not to get it too turned up with it. Raquel looking at me like,
yes, Willie, don't start gaslighting.
I'm not gonna gaslight. Yeah. All right, you guys, this is WOKB 1680 AM 100.7 FM Kissimmee. We're taking a quick commercial break. This is Willie the Montague on Uncensored. Y'all have a good one. We'll be right back.
Kai Sinat.
Oh, Kai Sinat. Did we sound old? Oh my God! Why you ain't say nothing loud, man? That could help us out. Left us out there drowning.
But you were right about Twitch. That's a good one.
Oh, good. I was on to something. Okay, I got that one right.
You were right.
It's like he's huge. Everyone watches him. I don't even know what he does.
He just streams. He stays on
Coming in to say hi.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Shanti.
Hi, I'm Raquel.
I'm the owner of the radio station.
Oh, nice to meet
I met you
you.
guys. Just thought I'd come in since I'm here to say something.
Okay, well, I'm glad you did. Thank you.
Yeah, he just streams.
He's just streaming just through the day about what's going on.
Lately he's been having Drewski and Kevin Hart on his
stream. Oh, for real? Well, yeah, because he's gotten so big, I guess. Like, what did people find so interesting about him that they would watch him and he would get to this level?
I think it really all started with all the content he's done, especially he has a team that he works with. It's called AMP.
Okay.
So he has other friends that stream as well.
Okay.
And they live all in this big mansion and this big house.
Okay.
And they all do it together.
Okay.
And yeah, they're just making money. They have a bunch of cars in total. They have Lamborghinis, all that.
Wow.
It's just, yeah, they made it far, and he was raised in New York too, so he came from poverty.
Oh, okay. So. And what's the content?
There's so much content.
Oh my goodness, it scares me already. It's like, what will my eyes see on any given day or hear?
He's cool though. He's funny.
Okay,
he's
funny
content.
Okay, that's good.
It's chill.
I want that too.
That's good.
Are you listening? I want that too. You know what? Willie already gaslighting me. He don't even have to say nothing. Ooh. Put your hands in the air and praise the Lord. Put your hands in the air and praise the Lord.
Alrighty, y'all. Y'all already know this is Willie Montague. Welcome back to Uncensored with me. And Raquel Herring.
Okay, let me let you go. Go ahead.
All right, so welcome back. As I said, when we get back, we're going to be talking about DEI and the new discrimination. Corporate America said, we want equality. But what they really built was selective diversity, inclusion for some, exclusion for conviction. Did DEI ever fix injustice or just franchise it?
Well, according to many people that I've heard speak on it, it didn't really fix anything. I mean, it allowed some people to get through. I think how people feel is that it's allowing the mediocre to get through and to be on the side where they have the jobs, or that where the exceptional or the ones who've had to work very hard are now put back, at the end of the line, but I mean, or not have an opportunity at all.
Right.
Yeah. And I couldn't see that being the case.
So
some people don't feel they had to work hard because everything was laid out for them, so they didn't have to work hard.
Now that part, this is why I had the problem with the DI thing, because I know we're gonna say this.
You say
because it's uncensored. I feel like when we talk about DEI that we are seeking a reason to separate us as as a people of color, and I know some say that wasn't about race. It was about even if people had some mental challenges, or if they had some disabilities, but somehow it became about race when President Trump put his eyes on it, and then it'd been like, oh, he's trying to stop us like black people. But then I thought about him, like, all through the history we have been overcomers. And we've been able to overcome slavery. We came out of Egypt. We'll talk about that another time. But we've overcome. But in the process of overcoming, we have learned how to have a strategy of success. And I think that because of today's society, we have become lackadaisical because we want people to provide for us what we won't go work for. And we have to have accountability within our communities. Because when we're talking about building Black Wall Streets, that didn't come from no lazy person. That came from people who got up, sunrise, sunset. They were working, they were laboring, they took care of their families. The house was more secured because you had the father that was in the home. You had the mother doing what she needed to do and still working. If you read Proverbs, I heard y'all guys talk about this the other night, but if you read in Proverbs, the woman was also known. She was known. She had some wealth going on. It wasn't just the husband. She was known, but him, who he was, also helped her to be further known. It gave her access to be able to be the entrepreneur she was. So I think that in today's society, when we talk about DEI, I think it's just another thing that we want as a people to be able to be separated. Why, when values clash with politics, who's expected to apologize?
Wait, we ain't finished the DEI though. I think
this is DEI.
I think part of the issue was that it's trying to get equality, and even if Black people fight for equality, it doesn't work most of the time for Black people. It works for everybody else, right? More so. But I think what the DEI did, we should not need it. But that's in a perfect world where there is actual equality, or there's actual saying, hey, we want brains over, exception over mediocre, and I think that was the whole issue about DEI in the first place. Even like you say, someone who may be, have mental challenges or whatever to still allow them to be able to work, in that case. Because there's a lot of people who may be autistic, but they're very bright and they can focus on something for long periods of time without being, distracted, right? But if they can't get jobs, and it doesn't mean they're any less than anyone who was mediocre. They may be quite exceptional, but they're not going to get that job because why? Because, well, they're, there's no DEI, possibly. There's no equality there. So I think the DEI, the purpose is really just to try to get the equality, And it's unfortunate because we should not need it.
We should not need it. And follow with that, you worked in mainstream spaces, and so how do you stay unashamed of belief when you talk about, the DEI and getting away from that? For your belief, you worked in spaces where, some people would say, you don't have the opportunity because of the color of my skin, but you worked in places where you were the first of that person.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? Because you've had a lot of big opportunities.
Yeah. Well, it could have been that they want to make a change. Sometimes, some companies, they want to show that they're trying to stretch. They're trying to become inclusive and diverse. But even in that, you still have the issues. It doesn't wipe away the issues because within this nucleus, right, you still have issues where race comes into play. I know for me, where I might be on that show, okay, where they can say, oh yeah, we got a black on here or whatever, but the thing is, am I going to get the camera time? Am I going to get the skits? Am I going to get, the opportunities for those funny roles in those skits? How are you going to view me? And then how are you going to project, this image of me being black and at the time a little girl or a woman to the public? So that's, the other side of that. But it's great. I'm grateful that I had that opportunity to even be the first because at the time I didn't even know it.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even know what you're the first stuff.
Yeah.
All right. 407-894-1680. Someone call on in. I know y'all got some questions. So 407-894-1680. It's time for you guys to dial the number. All right. We're gonna move on. Let's talk about, as we get ready to conclude, this is our last topic for this week, cancel culture and the death of courage. One wrong tweet and you're done.
Yes.
We've replaced correction with crucifixion. And what's worse, people enjoy watching reputations burn. Has cancel culture become the entertainment of the insecure?
Oh my gosh, has cancel culture become the entertainment of the insecure? It's sad that we don't like truth.
Right.
I think a part of us want it, and some of us will accept it, but many of us just don't want it because it's not what we want to hear as the truth. And it's sad that when the truth is actually spoken, it is the death to that person's reputation, to their integrity, their dignity. Everything is stripped from them. That's a very hard one and a very sad one, because that's just the world that we are living in right now. I think just in the world in general, you're not allowed to speak your mind. I mean, even at times there's things I'd like to say, but I know that I have to edit as I go along, because you want to say things that are the truth, and you're trying to find, how can I say it to be true to myself, but at the same time don't get canceled, because people unfortunately like to see the drama. And there's drama in that, and that sells, and that's what unfortunately want.
Drama most definitely sells.
Yeah.
That is the thing. So we really got to work on not having drama be the forefront. So are people seeking justice over what we got to call it? We'll answer that. So this is the question out there: are people seeking justice or just attention? Caller on the line.
Caller. Thank you. Caller.
She got it added. She always got that. What's
Hello, welcome, thank you.
Absolutely. Happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday.
yes?
Who are we speaking with?
Friday. Yay!
Alicia.
Alicia. Thank you for calling in, darling.
Yes. I got a quick glimpse of what you all were talking about earlier. I've been trying to get into a conversation, so if you don't mind, I just want to go back to something that you probably opened up with.
Okay.
Since I'm just joining the space, but can you hear me okay this time?
I'm sorry?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Just wanted to highlight. So I came from a generation that we kind of learned who we were before actual social media. Was told to us or introduced to us.
Yes.
And these days, I know you personally experienced it yourself, but it feels like algorithms themselves want to shape the story more or less for us. How do we, as an individual, stay authentic? Grounded in what we've learned or been taught as the truth,
Mm-hmm.
and a world that keeps trying to rewrite it for us.
We got to stay grounded and be willing to tell each other to read, because I think a lot of it we're going to really have to educate ourselves, because also, that cancel culture, right? But I also believe that we have to tell the stories like our ancestors did. Tell the stories, keep them, real, and keep passing them down, because otherwise we are wiped from it altogether.
You heard that?
Right, well, like they're trying to do, wipe us right on out.
Excommunicato.
But I think that's how we do and stay authentic and keep our integrity. Even in the world that says, hey, do all these other things, that are not, of integrity at all. But, you have to accept that perhaps this is just, where you would like to be. Maybe, that's not the case, because, you want to stick with the truth and being authentic and being who you believe you are. And it's not so easy in these times.
Correcto.
Did I answer something?
I think that's what we're experiencing in this space.
Mm-hmm.
I love that word, that grounding piece of it, to ground to what is at our core.
Yeah.
The foundational piece, and keep wrenching and repeating.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't alter.
Right.
Who we are. Like throwing bleach in it, or throwing change and transitions when you think about washing clothes and things of that capacity. But it gives you the space to really be found for what was the original piece.
Yeah.
As a parent, I'm not sure if you're a mother.
I'm not.
But I've had a few children. I was raised to have 2 children.
Mm-hmm.
And in that phase,
Mm-hmm.
I had the opportunity to, as I highlighted, the rinsing and repeating.
Mm-hmm.
Those foundational things that I hold, personally as truth.
Yeah.
And as truth within my own self. And then I just choose to apply kind of the grounding pieces, but I'm just grateful that I can even have just that like-minded that that's my culture. I'm Gen X.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Alicia, for calling in. We're getting ready to have to wrap it up. We're running out some time here.
Oh, I'm
so
sorry.
real fast, I know we was gonna. Yeah, that's why y'all got the
I
call.
was like, she not finished.
Y'all got the call earlier. All right, so go ahead.
I was trying.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Raquel, share your handles and where people can find you before we wrap up here.
Oh, on Instagram, you can find me at my_ROQUE. That's Rocky. My _ROQUE. You can find me on my website at Raquel Herring, RAQUELHERRING.com. And you can find me on YouTube at Raquel Herring. I'm trying to get my numbers up.
All right, y'all. If truth offends you, maybe it's working. This has been Uncensored with Willie Montague with it always real Raquel Herring. Catch me every Friday at 3 p.m. on WOKB 1680 AM and 100.7 FM. Follow me at Willie J. Montague for Behind the Mic Fire, or we now have a new IG, Uncensored with Willie.
Ooh.
Stay bold, stay free, and stay uncensored. See you next week. cut us. I know they was about because the other lady comes.
No, I'm glad you did. Because I don't know how to cut people off.
Oh yeah.
And so it makes me nervous because I don't want to be rude. You know, I don't want to be like, make them feel offended. But you got to cut them off. So I'm glad you was
Oh
like,
yeah,
look.
well, I've known that on Americana because they be talking, Willie, you gotta rap, you gotta rap.
Right.
I'm like, well, the people they saying the important thing.
Right. I can't just cut them off.
Oh,
This is why I be late sometimes trying to close out the show. And then I say, catch us on for TV.
Great episode.
well,
Yay, thank you.
well, come on. He used to be in that Afro. He think he's still waiting for the other show to start. Oh, that was in the door. Thank you, Raquel.
Thank you for having
Hold
me,
on,
Willie
don't.
the Montague. Oh, look at that.
So it's just I'll have to remind myself because we're supposed to look at a screen versus no one here. So that's why I'm like, oh, I can be comfortable and read from here. Really, nobody's on the other side can see me out the screen.
Yeah.
But I'll be right back. Okay, all right.
Did you get your camera?
Oh, this Lord Jesus.
No, we forgot the cameras. Bye, y'all.
See, we out here.